Good morning, everybody. Appreciate you being on again this morning. Excited about Friday. Hey, good morning, Eric from Puerto Rico. Glad to see you on again. Every day, man. We appreciate it. Morning, Melissa. Sorry, some of this type's too small, but good morning, everybody. I can't see everybody in there. Man, I went to get a haircut yesterday. They cut them all, didn't they? Good morning. All right. Hey, listen, I'm excited about what we're going to go over today. And if you remember, we're doing this every weekday. So we're not going to have anything either tomorrow or Sunday, but we will pick it up again. Good morning, Nicole. We'll pick it up again, obviously, next Monday. And I'm excited about what we're going to go over next week, too. So today, I wanted to talk about, good morning, Manny. Wanted to talk about a winning DMO. So what's a DMO? A DMO is a daily method of operation. And by the way, again, just instructions for everybody. Hey, if you'd like to share this with folks, please do swipe the screen to the right or up, and then obviously follow the instructions from there. And good morning, Ollie. And then you're welcome to share and put it out to everybody. And as I see some of you doing, I appreciate it. If you like something you hear, please just tap the bottom right of the screen and send some hearts out, send some love. I appreciate it. So again, what's a winning DMO? Well, it's making sure that you're doing something in your business that's going to advance it every day. That's something that I'm big on. I take action every day. And, you hear people talk about massive action, and obviously when we're launching, which hint, I'm going to talk about that next week. When we're launching, we want massive action. We want to get out of the gates quick and create some momentum. And from that point on, it's important to be taking the right actions and doing the right things, obviously over an extended period of time. That's what's going to give you success. So basically what that means is good morning, Francisco, you make working your business and being involved in your business on a daily basis just a part of your life. So you just kind of weave it into everything you do. But let's talk about, obviously a lot of people, this is a part-time business. We're doing this 10, 15 hours a week. I do more than that, but I don't have a job. So, and very thankful to be in that situation. But let's talk about before, and you're right, hey, treat it like a business, not a hobby. Before I was able to be full-time, obviously I was part-time, like everybody, right? So what did I do? And, and maybe what can you do as a result? Maybe you have a 9 to 5, maybe you have an 8 to 6, or maybe you own your own business, which of course means you work from 6 in the morning until midnight. So it's different for everybody. For me, what I had it wasn't a 9 to 5. I was working 12 hours a day or more. I'd leave 7:30 or 8 in the morning, and I'd get home, anywhere from 9 to midnight. And many of you have heard me tell that story, so I'm not here to bore you with that. But my point is that I had an hour's commute each way. So what I wanted to do was make sure that I'm making good use of all of my time. I actually had somebody ask me recently, hey, what do you do every day? What's your routine, basically? And it was a great question, so I thought I'd go over that. So anyway, so what I would do is obviously I get up, get ready, get out the door. Well, if I'm leaving at 7:30 in the morning, which was often the case, sometimes it was 8, it might be a little early to call some people. So what I want to do is make sure I'm doing something to help to make sure I'm growing as a person. If we're comfortable, and my mentor and our CEO, Logan Stout, we hear him talk about this. If you're comfortable, you're not growing, you're not going anywhere. You need to be uncomfortable, right? That's one of the biggest problems is people get comfortable and they stop that growth. So we want to make sure we don't fall into that trap, and that's important. So on my drive in every morning for that hour, I wasn't listening to the radio. Okay, and guys, I try to be blunt, so please understand and understand where this is coming from. Is we want you to be where you want to be 2 and 5 years from now, wherever that happens to be. So whatever you want for yourself. So if you've been commuting, if you've been, and maybe it's public transportation, whatever the case may be, if you're listening to the radio, or if you've been listening to the radio for the last 10 or 20 years and you're not where you want to be, change what you're doing, right? We have to change ourselves to change our situation. We have to grow. So if listening to the radio isn't going to get you where you want to be, then obviously you don't want to listen to the radio. So listen to something that's going to make you grow. Training, inspiration, personal growth, whatever it may be. So what I did was I was listening to Eric Worre audio trainings. I was listening to Darren Hardy audiobooks. Love those. What an amazing use of your time when you're going to work, when you're commuting, or if you're on public transportation. Hopefully, if you're on public transportation, you're reaching out to meet folks on a daily basis, and I'll get to that in a second. But if not, if you're commuting, you're in a car like I was, and by myself for an hour, I wanted to make maximum use of that time. If I could call somebody, I would. If not, again, the Randy Gage's, Eric Worre's, John Maxwell audiobooks. I mean, whatever you can do to expand your mind and grow and change your thinking, and keep the junk that the world wants to put in your head out. You've got to overcome that. It's crucial to good morning, Melanie. It's crucial to your personal growth and your success as you move forward. So I hope that makes sense. But again, make use of that commute. And if you're on public transportation, again, maybe your focus would be that you want to meet people on your way to and from work, which again is a great way to go. My goal is I want to meet 2 people per day. And the reason why and be honest with you, I met 6 people yesterday. I went out of my way to meet people, because if we're not meeting people, we don't have the opportunity to expand and share our amazing story of our company. And again, I'm sure there are people potentially from other companies that are joining in on this too. So whatever your company is, you want to share that story because that's what you're passionate about. And if you're not meeting new people, it just minimizes your opportunities to be able to do that. So make sure you're doing that. And the goal with meeting new people, look, simple math. If you meet 2 people every day, basically you're meeting 700 people a day. Now, are 700 people, or excuse me, every year you're meeting 700 people. So if you meet 700 people in a year, are all 700 prospects for you? They're not, okay? And that's okay. But if you get in the habit of interacting with people, good morning, Brenda, of meeting new people and making friends, creating and developing relationships, you're going to have people, if you're just a happy, smiling, outgoing, interactive person, people are going to want to know what you do. Who are you? Where are you from? What do you do, right? So make that, again, just a part of who you are and your personality. I'm an introvert. It's very difficult, but I met 6 people. Thank you very much. I met 6 people yesterday. 5 years ago, I would have met 0 people. I just wouldn't have done it. So, but anyway, so very important part of your day. Now, the other thing is, so you're at work. Now, what do you do? Obviously, you're going to have opportunities to share what you do. I just live my life. That's a great question. I don't go. I say I went out of my way to meet people. I do. I make sure when I'm out, I'm focused and I'm aware of my surroundings. I'm looking for opportunities to meet people. So I've met people at the gas station. I don't go to the grocery store often. Holly usually does, but if I do, my eyes are open anywhere and everywhere I go, and I'm always looking for an opportunity to meet somebody, compliment them on what they're wearing, what they're doing, what they're saying, what they just said, whatever the case may be. So great question. But so while you're at work, you may not be able to interact with the people at work and share what you do, and that's okay too. But on your break times, on your lunch, etc., what you want to do there is steal the opportunity and be able to make quick phone calls, send a text or an email. My goal, again, when I was working was I wanted to I wanted to make 5 phone calls per day that could potentially advance my business, whether it's, again, it's about exposure. So do we want to have the opportunity to begin a conversation with someone that's going to lead to an exposure? That's also very important. So again, it's just all the little things that you need to do over and over that are going to create momentum and success for you, right? So calls or texts, again, 5 per day. And then what I would do, and again, I work pretty late, but still in many cases, it wasn't too late to be able to call people. I may have just been able to call people that were in my business, though, but I was making sure that I was engaging with people, new people, people in the business. People need to know that you care, right? What's the saying? People don't care what you know until they know how much you care, right? So again, 5 phone calls. What my other goal was 10 emails per day. So I'm sending information, I'm following up. I'm also, again, reaching out to new people, maybe reaching out to people via text or email that I'd recently met, that I was in the process of creating a relationship with. Following up, hey, it was so awesome meeting you. Thanks for sharing your information. I look forward to getting to know you, et cetera. Again, it's just all the little things that people think, thank you, you're awesome, I appreciate that. That you think are insignificant, that are more significant than you realize. And then you turn around and go, wow, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I reached out to that person. I'm glad I took these actions repeatedly over this time that I've been building my business, because it all makes a difference. My other goal is, we talk about exposures and presentations, 1 to 2 per day. Again, it's consistent action every day. Obviously with our company, we've got amazing tools where we can send videos, we can send audio, we can send we call it our sizzle call. Everybody knows that. So all these things that we can do if you're engaged on a daily basis. Thank you. Appreciate you tuning in. Then we're able to not only keep others engaged, which is so important, but we keep our mind focused on what we're doing on building our business. So I hope that makes sense too. One of the important things to understand, and this really falls into the personal growth area of what we're talking about here, is who we are, and more importantly, who we want to be is what we're going to attract. It's who we're going to attract. Where we are is who we're attracting now, but who do we want to attract over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years? That's what we have to become. If you want to attract top people of character, people who are well connected, well, we need to be people of character and be people who are connected. And the way to be connected is to reach out and start taking that action and meeting people. So being interactive, being friendly, smiling. Guys, I'm going to tell you, it's one of my issues, and I'm putting it on my permanent file here, my permanent record, right? Is I don't smile enough, and I know that, but I don't realize that I don't smile enough. So it's something I have to focus on, right? So we all have to grow. And of course, saying that makes me smile, right? So again, we need to become what we want to attract. So listening to those inspirational things. Guys, I love Jim Rohn. I love Zig Ziglar. There are so many amazing trainings that we can all plug into that change us as individuals. They change the way we think. They change our actions. They change the way we react to situations. In the words of Darren Hardy, there are only 2 things that we can control in life. We can control our attitude and our actions. We cannot control the attitudes or actions of others. We can't control the reactions of others. We can control our actions and our reactions and our attitude. So if we're in control of those emotions, and that's so important, and I haven't always been in the past, believe me, I'm great statement. You got to show up to grow up, and you got to show up to go up too. So, but that was a growth thing for me, is making sure that I learn how to react properly, obviously in different situations. So listen, success is taking the right small actions. People take the wrong actions very often. We need to take the right small actions repeatedly over an extended period of time. And those little things become big things when they're all put together. So our little things are either little good things or they're little not good things. So make sure the little things that you're doing, not listening to the radio. I so rarely watch TV. I don't want to know the news. People come to me and, did you hear about such and such? What about this that's going on? I don't even know, because I don't want to know. I want to keep that stuff out of my life. So, and please, as we all hear from Logan all the time, I'm talking with you, not at you. So I hope you understand that. My goal is just to kind of talk from the heart and share my journey and what's gotten me to where I am now. I'm still growing and I'm nowhere near finished. But if we can help you just kind of change the thought process a little bit, that's the goal. So, but anyway, again, the right actions repeatedly taken over an extended period of time, that's what's going to create your success. So I hope you've gotten some out of this week. By the way, I need to redo yesterday. Again, I'm still learning the deal with Periscope. So I didn't, apparently I didn't do the setting right. So the recording didn't go up. So I will do that one yesterday. I think that's a very important training. So I'm not going to do it right away. I'll do it maybe in a month or so. So we'll make sure that's out there. And again, thank you for tuning in. But again, nothing tomorrow or Sunday. We're going to kick it off again on Monday. Guys, we've got less than 2 weeks until our national event, Revolution. Can't wait for that. And we all get to see Darren Hardy in less than 2 weeks. I can't wait. He's such an awesome trainer, an awesome leader, an awesome speaker. So I'm going to do what I can to share some of that on Periscope while we're there at the event. So, guys, if you're not scheduled to be there, do it. Do it. Again, you've heard me say this. Whatever the reason is that you're saying I can't be there is the reason you need to be there. So please do it. Please be there. It's more important. It's crucial to your business. So have an amazing day, an amazing weekend. Let's all go get the day together and go get the weekend together. And then again, we'll kick it off next Monday. We'll talk with you soon. Thanks.